Good morning, everybody. Welcome in for some Crusader Kings 3, picking up with our Scotland Ironman campaign, currently sitting at 1140 with King Duff. Love that name. Bear with me while I finish getting the stream set up here. Right. So, let's see where we're at here. King Duff is currently 27 years old, picking up after his father died fairly young. And I don't believe we have any factions. I believe those have been suppressed for the most part, so we've only got a few vassals who are unhappy. We'll fix that. Always having problems with Strathclyde. Who are we currently influencing? Edward of Moray. Who is not even currently our vassal. No, he is our vassal. Weird. Why does he not show up as... Oh, there he is. Must have been looking in the wrong spot. Alright, we're still not going to create the Kingdom of England until we have either an empire title or we have primogeniture. So what we really need to focus on is Wales next, I think. Let's see where we're at as far as innovations are concerned. Almost done with heraldry. And we won't be able to go back to absolute crown authority until 1154, so 14 years. I think my next step will be, let's start putting together all of the claims for Lancaster, although I did want to get rid of the Adamites here. Let's do that first. Then we'll do our claims. Alright, do we have a physician? We do. Used all of our events for now. Let's see what my bloodline looks like. We're homely. What about my spouse? Does she have any traits? We need to start thinking about breeding in some decent traits. At least she got comely. I don't like the fact that she's craven. Have to get that out of her as ward. I didn't even know we had a loan. Doesn't look like that actually took anything out of our war chest. .50-50 shot. .60-38 shot. Let's see what happens. Good. That put us to +50. Alright. And then I think it's time to move on to a different vassal. And let's do Albany. Barbarian Lawler Populists. I don't really care so much about what happens over on the mainland right now. But I do care about culture. We also need to move her on to development in Edinburgh once those two counties are converted. Oh, we're going to have to get rid of Anglo-Saxon culture too. That's weird. Why did that not show up when I had it on convert? This all looked like it was Scots. Maybe it's just too similar a color. Vicken. Looks like somebody's going for a claim there. And as far as infrastructure goes, I think we're pretty much set. Still some stuff to do, but we're doing pretty well there. I probably ought to expand some of that into the south too. Supply lines become really important. But we need to build our bank first. We also need to have a son. Granted, she's 10. Not overly concerned about having more kids yet. Though it would be nice to secure the bloodline. What's happening down here? Actually, I kind of hope she wins that. I don't think we can assist her, though. Well, fingers crossed. I could send her a gift. I don't know that she would use it properly, though. Yeah, they're vastly outnumbered. Let's call a hunt. Duchess of Weiss. As long as it's only friendship, I don't want to be having an affair. Let's go for finishing off the scholar as our primary goal. We're going to go scholar, theologian, and then we'll do whole of body till at least we get to know thyself. And then maybe switch to stewardship after that. is to go there. What's your claim? Schleswig? See ya. Thanks for stopping by. Almost done with heraldry. Question then becomes, after we're done with heraldry, do I want to go directly to divine right? I think I do. At this point, I'm not really concerned about getting extra men-at-arms. We can barely afford what we have now. Speaking of which... There we go. Let's go to divine right. So now we can do succession law. High partition. But we have to sway our powerful vassals to all positive. Well, there's one. Who's next? Got two more to sway. This one will be easy. And then this one we will actually sway. We'll hold off on upgrading that until we get back up to around 2 grand. Oh, they're winning the Liberty War now. Anything that weakens Strathclyde, I think, is good for us. This is my heir, right? Yes. Definitely don't want Shy. So she can keep Impatient. Curious, is there an event surrounding that I can look at who's attending? Doesn't look like it. Let's take the prestige. Wish I could help with this in some way. That's why they captured their heir. Those are balancing each other out. Where is Strathclyde's forces? I don't even see them. I wonder if they've been beaten badly enough that they might actually win that. Alright, so that's done. Across the board, Lothian is complete for now. You don't need to do that right now. So 1146 and 1146, 4 years from now. And how goes the conversion? 2 years. And then we'll start putting in claims for Lancaster. Oh, good. All right, so now we should be able to change our succession law. Nope. Who? Duke Patrick of Mercia. Thought we had you already. Alright, let's send him a gift. It's going to cause problems with stress, so now we will have to have a feast. There we go. Now we're ready. And let's go ahead and host a feast to get rid of some stress. Let's see who shows up. That'll be helpful. See if they're still winning. Looks like they've got this in the bag now. Good. So that'll weaken Strathclyde a little bit. He was only 20. What happened? He is of our house, so he will be the one who inherits that. That's good. I think they're of our house too, they're just a different line. Same with this. Anything that's Donachata. Doncata. Not sure how to pronounce my own house name. That is my sister. Yeah, she's the one who just... So, let's see if we can't plant some seeds elsewhere in the world. Venice is an elective republic, so that one wouldn't matter. Where is Fulda? No. East Francia. He wouldn't be the inheritive heir, but... Oh, we need to do matrilineal, though, if we want to... That might not be a bad one. And he is the primary heir. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, he's already got kids. That'll mostly be a fingers crossed that everybody else in his line dies. Looks like this is just about over now. Yep. So this should no longer have a line to Strathclyde. Somehow it still does. She drank herself to death. What was she? Probably my spy master. Hey Zardus, how you doing? Months, 17 months. Alright, we're good with him. Who is the lowest now? You are. Yeah, let's go. Couple of dukes. They're actually not of my house anymore. Diligent is definitely what we want in that case. Of Ireland just lost territory to Duke Pat, my vassal. Does that mean we just picked up some territory? It does. We just picked up a couple of counties. The Earldom of Shropshire. So we picked up that county. Which almost completes Mercia. Just 2 counties left. Glad somebody else is pursuing some expansion, since we can't right now. Looks like we're not going to have any more kids. We've never really gone this long in between children. Which is fine. She's okay. Why is she focusing on Marshall? These are other people's claims. They are Scots. We could take it back. Who are you? Duke of York. Yeah, let's go with that. Do I want to press my claim on that? You know what? I think I might. Problem is, actually no, that's not a problem. Let's do it. Does that say that their military strength was superior? I was going to say. Now, what is the total military strength? He has no allies yet, nor do we. So we'll raise about 6,000. Let's see when he calls in allies what we need to do. He's got an ally. That's another 4,000. And where is she? Looks like a Norse kingdom. So we don't need to worry about that right off the bat. We'll just see where they summon their troops in from. We might be able to finish this off fast enough. Won't matter. It's amazing how fast they go to zero supply. Alright, here they come. So they're going to land there, and we're going to raise a force of about 8,000 there. Oh, they're already running away. In which case, let's just go ahead and cross over here then and besiege that. Mobile camps in Teviotdale. Which city is that? It's Queen's Ferry. So Or, which one are you? Oh, it is here. Which means we're done. We can just upgrade the city. Alright, time for him to start producing claims. And then once we get heraldry, we can press all of our claims at once. Sorry, divine right. Culture. Yeah, those colors are way too close together. Okay, that's already Scots. That's Anglo-Saxon. Let's get rid of Norse altogether. Where are they going? Let's head back to here, actually, and we'll raise more troops. Perfect, that's enough. And then we'll go beat up their forces. This is the problem with attending too many feasts. Who did we beat? What are you doing? I'm doing all my good work. Happened. Let's get another army. Do we not have a commander? We need a commander. We need... Come on, 30 days. Now we're going to end up fighting 2 battles there, but that's fine. Once that turns silver, then we'll head back over there. Good move. Alright, next up, capital. And that should end the war. Unless we capture somebody first. That is the king. Come on, capture him. No. But we can end this pretty quickly by doing an assault here. Come on, get below. There we go. Done and done. Who can we ransom? And because we just gave him, do I want to change his contract? Nah. Not for that little gain. And that was already Scott's. So now we need to put in how many claims? 1, 2, 3, 4 claims. And we need Divine Right, which will be 7 years. Those should coincide pretty well. Then you just take Lancaster back from Wales. Duchy is that in? Mercia. Alright, so she's of age now. Let's see. Meh. She didn't get much out of her education. Do we want to keep this betrothal? It is matrilineal, and it would bring... Wait, is it matrilineal? It's not matrilineal. Now, if I broke that, we would piss her off. I think we're ready to do that, though. I think we could find her a better match. Nah, let's roll with it. There's the first claim. Speaking of faith conversion costs, yeah, the Adamites are now gone everywhere I want them to be gone. Yeah, nobody's even close to us. Alright, we're done there for a while. When is our truce with him? 4 more years. 6 more years, so it'll be a bit before we can do that anyway. We do almost have hoardings done as well, so we can start upgrading our castle fortifications. Alright, we're done with him. Let's do you. And then we'll do the Duke of Kent after that. Now, the problem with not having a son and only having a daughter is I can't grant her any land. So I have to hope she has a grandson soon. Of course, he's still not of age either. What is he now, 13? Good. third county going. And then we'll have one more to do, and then a couple of years we can press all 4 claims at the same time. Good. Frankie is a mess. East Frankie is doing pretty well. The papacy has been destroyed by the Byzantine Empire. Italy is gone. And the Byzantines are going to town. Spain is an absolute mess. Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff to do here. You may be a trained healer, but you're also 60 years old. How old is my current physician? 53? Actually, it might be worth switching. Nah, she's going to cost a fortune. How much? 80? Yeah, let's not bother. I am going to search for a physician, though. Start seeing if we can get a decent replacement. And let's go on a pilgrimage first, and then we'll call a hunt. Let's go to the Vatican. Now, I think you can track your progress. No, it just takes you right to where your destination is. 49. It'd be cool if that marker tracked where you were in the progress of your pilgrimage. $160. It's because he has a claim. He has great prowess, though. Hey, Jacob. Yeah, and those personality traits actually do affect things. Like if you... Let me see if I can find a good example. Let's go with Dedicated Pilgrim, because I would like to get to Religious Icon in this lifetime if we can. So if you get something like Evil Paragon, it will actually influence how people think about you if you have that trait, that personality trait, evil, in your title. And you're already married, right? $50-50 chance that I end up wounded. Let's do this one. I lost. I lost the trait already. Good job, healer. It's also helpful to have that there, because in addition to the personality traits that they get with that, the choices that you get along some of the dilemma lines make it much easier to resolve. Alright, let's go ahead and call a hunt. Hunting right outside of Edinburgh. We didn't go far for that hunt. 12. We're gonna pass on you, Ewan. How's that claim coming? Almost there. 5 years. Is there anybody we can imprison? He already doesn't like us. 72% that he might rebel, though. He's already defending in a war, too. My wife! Schemed against me. What did she do? Okay, there's the third claim. Let's do the final claim. Derby. And let's imprison my wife. We're not having kids anyway. This might present an opportunity. Who are her parents? Mercia. Yeah, you know what, lady? You schemed against me. You're going to the dungeons. We inherited... How did we inherit that? We inherited Bolton. Not exactly sure how we inherited Bolton. And of course we can't give titles to my daughter, which means we'll have to grant that to somebody at court. My brother-in-law. You're only 11. Let's put those two together and then grant him Bolton. And apparently, remember, where do I see my dread? Right there, right? Yep, I don't have any dread. How much is this going to improve everything? Well, not bad on diplomacy and stewardship. Now the question is, do I want to torture her? How much? Well, I'm her spouse, so that doesn't matter. And her close family members are my heir, and that's it. It will cause us some stress and some piety. Do it. I want her dead. Good. She's dying. Good. Good riddance. I love it. All right, now let's find ourselves a suitable match, and I would really like to get somebody with genius, if I can. There's nobody with genius. Reset everything. There's a genius. She's 42. Is there anybody else that's younger? 37? Looks like 37 is going to be my best choice. Oh wait, there's another one, 39. Deceitful, content, temperate, arrogant, diligent. I hate shy. They both have shy. Alright, let's do you and see if we can have any kids. I don't care about spending the prestige. I want to get genius in my line. Alright, and we are immediately going to start romancing her. We'll start with seduce. 35%, that's it? Alright, before we try to seduce her, let's sway her. Get her to 100%. She would also make a great spy master, which would improve her opinion of us. Who are you? What claim? The county of Vermandois. Which is where? Why do I not see it? Why am I not seeing the county of Vermandois? Oh, there it is. Is it anywhere near us? Yeah, nope. Take care of it yourself. And who is my current spy master? How old are you? Alright, I'm relieving you of your duties. I'm putting my wife in there. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Yeah, there should. The closest filter you can get is sum of all skills because it improves so much that usually if you have genius, you'll go right to the top of the list. We have more important matters to attend to right now. Also, we're fat. How's that claim going? Oh, who did we lose? Our steward. Yeah, you'll do. I also have forgotten what legacies I'm going for right now. That's why. Architected ancestry. I need to get genius in before we buy that. Otherwise it won't be an option. Whoop. War chest is a little bloated. Let's see if there's anything we can build. There we go. And what's going on down here? Good. And then it's almost time for war. 3 years. Yeah, we said we're going to roll with it. Let's roll with it. Have a grandkid. Because until I have a son, you're my heir. Okay, that should be it for Norse now. Yep. So now we just need to get rid of Anglo-Saxon. But I'm going to let that ride because I want to increase the development of... not promote culture. Increase development. Lothian. Also, where do we build our university? Oxfordshire and Cambridgeshire. Oxford's there. There's Cambridge. There it is. He's like one of the few that I actually should go to his feast. Let's see where we are. He should be able to defend himself pretty well. He's got 9,000 troops. All right, claims are done. So you can go back to converting. Actually, there's nowhere for you to convert. Yep. Yes, there is. Adamites have reappeared in the south. All right, so we have claims on all of Lancaster now. Now all we need to do is wait for Herald or Divine Right to finish. He must just be one of my knights. Alright. That's right, we're working on swaying my wife. I want to have a kid before fertility becomes a problem. Became French. Why would he become French? That's why. We're only at 3,000. We want 4,000. Am I secretly infertile and I just don't know it? Alright, now that she's been swayed, let's move on to... Why is it not allowing me to switch? I know I'm already scheming against her. Do I have to sway somebody else and then switch back? That seems weird. Alright, well, we'll sway her one more time just to get her closer to 100. How long will that take? Ugh, 9 months? That's a long time with only a 64% chance. My friend died. Who took over for him? Good. We're friendly. Have you had a kid yet? She's pregnant. Let's hope for a boy. Our truce is done, right? Yes. So, what are we about 2 years now. I am always eager to learn something new. Who's fighting? Uhtred of Bemberg. Hey, we discovered hoardings. That means we can start upgrading walls and such, I think. Let's do Edinburgh Castle first. Alright, so she's at 99 now. Let's abandon this and start seducing her. Is there anything else we can do that will increase her opinion of us? Send her a gift. I remember her from the past. She doesn't look nearly as good as she used to. She's 50 now, and she's wounded, and she's a deviant. How old are we? 39. He looks so much older than he actually is. I wonder if that's just an effect of being homely. There's nothing we can do to improve this scheme, right? Personal scheme. There we go. Plus 10. Content planner. Let's do a rare book. Nice. That worked. Plus 15. I'm not going to continue down in the south until I get all of my northern castles upgraded. "20 months. We're almost there." And he's about to finish increasing development. think I can get that to 35 max right now. And she's pregnant. Woohoo! Have a boy, please. Temperate, content, and deceitful. So definitely not more food. Malicious side. Thoughtful side. Playful side. I think thoughtful side. Good. Plus 20. 80% chance. That's all the way up from 35 when we started. Of course, we don't really need to become her lover anymore since she's already pregnant. Now, fingers crossed, she passes her genius trait on. Uh-oh. No! That's alright, you're pregnant anyway. Things were going so well, too. What happened? You watch, the kid's gonna be a bastard. She's pregnant by somebody else. Forgot to check on her. What did she have? She had a grandson. Woohoo! Did he pick up any decent traits? Handsome. Meh. "11 months. We're getting close. We're very close." There we go. There we go. What are we going to call you? Mirror? Hamish. I like Hamish. And let's see what he picked up. Yes! Yes! That's what we're talking about. And I am going to make him go down the same path. We want learning. And I want to be... I want to be his guardian. So that now means we can, when we get to 4,000, select genius as our congenital trait for our house. The only thing that will spoil this is if he's a bastard. And then we'll just have to legitimize him. Six months. Get ready, boys. We're going to war. We have decently powerful allies, but nothing we can't handle. Alright, and now I actually don't want to have more kids. So the fact that my lover scheme failed is not a bad thing. We're about to take away a third of your territory, Wales. Come March. Come spring. "36 days. 6 days. Still 6 days. Come on, baby, finish." There it is. Alright, so we're going to move on to what? Scootage is good. I think we're going to move on to advanced bow making, though. Alright, and we can now press all of my claims. 12,200. We'll do this. Which way do we want to go about this? We'll go from here. I want a good siege commander. Yep, there we go. Go with a full. There we go. Should be good. And then we can raise the other half of our troops wherever they decide to land. I already put a hole in the wall, huh? You know what? Let's go ahead and call him in. Don't feel like calling any dynasty members in, though. No sense in spending the renown. Alright, where are you going to go land? I can't tell if that's silver or gold. If we can support the full weight of our levies now. It looks like we can. Reaver and Forder. I think I would rather have aggressive attacker. What are you? Actually, that's not a bad one either. This is going to be close because their troop quality is so much better. But we have a chance at getting their king. Nope. So next up, you. What an odd way for them to retreat. What dictates the quality of your troops? So the quality of your troops is dictated by your men-at-arms. So if the primary makeup of your army is levies, it's always going to be low quality, and that's all I have in this, right? Whereas if you look at the makeup here, it's decent quality because it's a whole bunch of men-at-arms in addition to 7,000 levies. If this was nothing but men-at-arms, then I would get the silver chevron, which would be good quality. And it does make a big difference. So if I took 20,000 levies against, let's say, 10,000 high-quality men-at-arms, chances are pretty good I would lose. Numbers don't always tell. And things like terrain and commander quality also influence how you're going to do in that particular battle. Looks like he's going to go down and try and liberate Derby. See, so you can see here, they're going to bring in almost 10,000 troops, right? But their quality is much higher than my levies quality. I would end up losing this battle. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to back off, and then once this siege is done, we'll bring in my high quality troops to beat that army. Like, you can even see it. Good, that increases our speed. You can see it here. So this is where the battle would take place, and it tells you what your chances of winning that battle are and why. So we have a better commander and more soldiers, but they have higher quality soldiers, and that influences this in such a way that it makes our battle odds even. Let's go ahead and finish the siege, and then we'll meet. So again, same thing here. We will win decisively because everything about our army is better than theirs. Plus, we have overwhelming troop count. Alright, and they're going to run away, so we're going to try and pinch them. I want to catch them. And horseshoes could not have come at a better time, because that should allow us, yeah, extra 10% movement speed. We shouldn't have a problem catching them now. You're going to go there. No, we'll keep you going that way. But I think they should be able to catch them. Now you can just come join us. And then the other thing about battles is you can always see down below what's countering what. If it's green, that means it's giving you an advantage. If it's red, it means it's giving them an advantage. And you can see he's brought a lot more knights to the fight than I did. Which is where, when you get down to this gold chevron, that's when all your knights, your commanders, and your super high quality troops. So the way the progress of the battle works is, I believe it goes bowman, horse, and then all your footmen, so levies and skirmishers and heavy foot, spearmen, that kind of thing. Now, you guys are going to go start the siege up there. And you guys are going to go siege that. So, continuing to speak on troop quality, this is why it's decent quality. It's because of those 24,000 troops that I have available, the vast majority of them are levies. Speaking of that, let's start upgrading our men-at-arms. And of course, you can increase the quality of your men-at-arms through your cultural innovations, things like bow making and men-at-arms and knighthood, standing armies, plate armor, stuff like that. And we still haven't even researched heavy horse yet, I don't think, from the early medieval period. Yeah, we haven't discovered arch saddle, so we can't even recruit armored horsemen yet. These guys are gonna take that castle on their own. Edinburgh finished upgrading. So let's go ahead and upgrade our walls and towers to Zwinger. The other thing that this tells me is I need to actually do recruitments. We don't have enough. Next castle to take will be this one. And then once we captured this, we should be almost at 100%. Okay, and that is Lancaster. Now we're going to be well over our domain. Which means all of that stuff we just picked up now goes to my new heir, Hamish. Who has the duchy title? Nobody does. He's about to, though. That also goes to him. And he still has one left in his domain. So we've almost got the whole island. Let's see, who can we ransom? and negotiate an alliance with my son. Do I really want to go to another feast when we're fat? Probably should have worked off some stress there, but... Call a hunt. Get rid of that stress. No, I'm not going to kill her. Am I? Nah. Alright, so who are we swaying right now? Good there. Because the next thing we want to do is pass absolute crown authority. And this is going to cause problems with vassal opinion, but we're doing it anyway. Done. So we've done everything except primogeniture now. And for vassal opinion, everybody's still positive except for him. Hey Joyce, how you doing? So we're in good shape. It's been a productive session so far. Alright, so the next claims that we need to start thinking about are what? Wessex and Weiss, which are all in the Duchy of, or the Kingdom of Wessex. So that's where you're going next. You'll be done in 3 days. Good timing. We'll leave the Adamites alone in the north. They're fine up there. I don't mind that the Hebrides is pagan or whatever you want to call them. I'm doing well, Joyce. Thanks for asking. How about you? Culture is all looking good. Yeah, this is looking great. So our next war will be with Wessex, who is, I would say, significantly more powerful than Wales was, but nothing we can't handle. And we should be able to do that in our lifetime, for sure. For sure. Muriel is 61. Let's go ahead and search for physician. She's going to need a replacement soon. And we don't have invite knights available. He's 33, 15 learning, and he's a physician. Let's go ahead and hire him. And then, what did we just finish? Kelso. By the way, Jacob, this continues the conversation we were having earlier about quality of troops. So that's where development comes in, because every time you build a building, so let's take a look at some of these. Second curtain wall, right? That gives my archer damage an extra 2%. Military camps increases your archer damage and toughness by 10 and 4%. Skirmisher damage, skirmisher pursuit. So all of these buildings will also increase your troop quality. And you can see that when you go into your men of arms. So if I select my bowman, it will tell me that my damage is base 25, but currently 32, because I'm getting an extra 28% from the buildings that I built. And the same thing goes for toughness and any of the other qualities that you have. So by developing your domain, you increase your troop quality as well. Which is why buildings are important. You know, under the right circumstances, if you took, let's say, Wake's Guard, who is high quality troops, if you took them with their 1,500 troops, in the right circumstances, on the right terrain, with the right commander, they could probably beat a force 4 times their size. Let's do that first, because we don't need to do any conversions. I don't believe that they modify the quality of the local levies, only the number of the local levies. You should be able to see that here as well. Yeah, I don't think you can increase your levy quality. Base damage, yeah, there's nothing that increases that. Alright, Linlithgow is done. Yep, no doubt, Jacob. We're almost there. Wessex is going to be the only major holdout. And this is all a result of the fact that we inherited Francia and then freed all of our vassals, because I did not want to deal with the hassle of trying to hold France together. Uh-oh, who died? My spy master, I think. You're decent enough. Vassal inherits a foreign title. What is he going to inherit? The Kingdom of Ulster? So does that mean we're going to lose the Duchy of Man? We shouldn't. We'll see how that goes. I don't think it's actually a de jure part of our kingdom, though. Nope, yeah, it is. What's everybody doing? You're still doing development, that's good. You're still doing commanders, that's good. Pressing a claim, and you're still 39 years away from integrating the title. Don't think we can afford to upgrade this right now. Extra taxes, extra garrison and fort level, and extra supply limit. Look, we need to keep building that war chest first. Yeah, so you'll read stuff occasionally from people who play the game, and they're like, never concentrate on building, always concentrate on increasing the number of forces you have and this particular type of force that you have. But in the short term, that's probably fine, but for long-term goals, development is super important. I can't afford the stress. Actually, I could afford the stress because we have host feast available. What are we at? We would need to lose 20 stress from the feast to get below. Is it worth that for one lifestyle perk? I think I'm just going to sell it. I think the AI actually develops at a faster pace than I'm able to, but a lot of that is because the AI already has higher development. So I'll show you here in a second once I set this up what I mean. That's claim number 1. We want Wessex 2, which means we need these 2 counties as well. So Somerset and Dorset. So if you look at the development map and zoom out, anything that's bright yellow is high development, right? When you start out in the game, the entire islands of Britannia are all low development. The highest development places are Constantinople, Baghdad, and Cordoba in Spain, and the papacy. So they already start out with inherent advantages. If you don't pick a ruler that's in one of those spots, then you're going to have a much longer way to go from a development perspective. It doesn't necessarily put you at a disadvantage per se, because being, like, when you start out as Scotland, you're clan, and you saw some of the advantages early on in this campaign that grants you. You can expand a lot faster. You can raise a lot more troops, even if they are lower quality, because you don't have to rely on things like pressed claims and other things that are inside the feudal system. But the disadvantage you also see all along, which is every time a ruler dies, there's a high probability that your realm is going to fragment. Whereas places like Francia hold together better because they're under feudal rulership. Now, obviously, I interfered with that when I inherited that title, and then intentionally broke apart the entire kingdom. Like, if it wasn't for me, this never would have happened. This would all still be Francia. But that works out to my advantage, too, in the long run, right? Because now I don't have a powerful enemy, potential enemy, that's sitting on the mainland who might make claims against me. You know, the more infighting that's going on down here, the better for me. The only disadvantage to that is when it comes to crusades. How are we doing on stress? It will be my pleasure. I need to lose some stress. like both of these options, but I'm going to do that one. If nothing else, it'll make a good night. Paul of Strathern. Let's get him married. Where did he go? This is another thing that's kind of a tip for you. Always make sure that when you recruit somebody to your court, you marry them off, because their kids also enter your court. And it's entirely possible that they have a high-quality child that it would be great to have in your court. How old is he? 22? That took away a little bit of stress. What's going on down here? Peasant revolt? Yep, peasant revolt. How is his development coming along? He's almost there again. Where are we at? 24? We'll switch him to culture after this one. I can keep going on tips here too if you want. The way that I expand my realm, you'll notice I'm very meticulous about it if I can be. You generally want to try to expand your realm in a way where you're taking control over complete counties or duchies, as it's much easier to maintain control that way. And like if I control all of Wessex, it makes it harder for the AI to produce claims on the higher tier titles. So that's why I'm going to put claims in on both of these counties before I declare war. That way we can consolidate Weiss and Wessex all at the same time. Just makes it a little easier to manage. There we go. So we don't even have to do the next claim because we can get the unpressed claim on the whole duchy. And now we can go to war again. And you... Is there anybody for you to convert? There's really not. So you're just gonna do your standard religious relations. Although it might be a good idea to put a claim in there. I don't want to go to war with Ireland unless I have to, though. They're friendly to me. Alright. That will give me all of those. Now, this is not going to be an easy war. However, we can also bring in some mercenaries if we have to. Alright, Alright, she shouldn't be able to enter the war because she's my vassal. And he's my ally. So I think we'll actually end up with fewer soldiers than it's saying. We also have a massive advantage here in that his capital is right on our border. Caught them before they could raise their forces. Come on, catch their king. Just take him now. Embrasures are done in Kelso. To upgrade to field works. Significant defender advantage, extra fort level, more levies and garrison, and increased archer damage and skirmisher damage. Nope, just increased skirmisher damage. Hey Arash, how are you? Let's see where they decide to march to. Let's raise a weaker force. To go catch him. Are they really going to come fight me? I honestly did not think not could enter the war against me. Thanks for doing that, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and grab Dorset as soon as he... He's going to run away now. You can grab that. It looks like we can now support pretty much our entire army. Let's go catch him. Come on, horseshoes, pay off. Nope, not yet. Okay, let's wait for that to turn silver. There we go. And now he's stuck. just keep throwing forces at me. It's going to make this a lot quicker. Good. Closer with 68%. We're winning every battle, that's for sure. Ah, how did he get away? Catch them. There we go. He is? Oh, yes he is. Go finish this war off. How long left in that siege? Alright, we are just about done here. Once this siege is over, that'll put us at 100%. Alright, now, back over our domain limit again. So let's get rid of Wareham, Bath, and Gloucester. And we will unload one of those on my heir. I think Gloucester. Somerset wouldn't be bad either. No, let's do Gloucester, not Somerset. And then my grandson. Which grandson? Which grandson do we want? Bold altruist who is handsome, or covetous gambler who is handsome. I'm going to do you. think we need... Do we need another claim here? I don't think we do. I really don't want to go to war with him, because... Actually, yeah, I do. He's no longer my brother-in-law or a close relative. Do I want to put any more claims in before I go to war with him? No, I think for now that one's good enough. Pretty solidified realm. Won't need nearly the troops we did in the last one. That's plenty. We've also got some cash to work with here. Let's make sure everything's upgraded. Now we can upgrade you. And upgrade you. And now Neustria is on the island. Alright, let's bring up a secondary force. Yeah, let's make sure it's big enough. There we go. To head over there. We may actually not be able to win that. Nope, we're good. And you guys are done now. You can go disband once those enemy forces are gone. You will head over this way. Speaking of knights, let's get some more. Alright, we're good swaying her. We need... Anybody else? You. Oh, the King of Wales. Not right now. And let's disband them. Oops, wrong button. Doing here? We're almost to 4,000. Come on, catch them before they get out. Good. Forgot to switch out my commander. He's already doing something. Oh, then we'll keep that commander. That's plenty. Should end the war. Once we take Dublin. Boom. Now, if we ransom him, will we still win? 92 plus 9, we would. So, how much are you worth? Let's ransom him first. And we've also got his son. Let's ransom his son as well. Where is he? There he is. How much are you worth? Oh, you can't afford it. Never mind. Alright, and now we need to find somebody for Stafford, which is in Mercia? Mercia. You're at max domain. So we could give my grandson that. And then we'll grant him to his appropriate vassal. Oops, that caused me a bunch of stress. Which means we will need to call a hunt. This is why the learning tree is very helpful. How are we doing on religious icon? Pope likes me. How much does it cost? 250? Yeah, we can do that. Kelso is now fully upgraded. And the map is starting to look pretty. Actually, 25 is probably good there. How old are we now? We're still only 48. We're doing well here. He might be able to consolidate Wales before he dies. We just need to put some claims in. No. Not that one. Alright. You're gonna go back to forming claims. Let's go for... Actually, that's split between a whole bunch of realms. So let's do Gwynedd and Powys. Hmm. $150 to make my court, or you are my court physician, right? No, you're not. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 claims? 4 claims. And then 2 claims here. Duchy titles look like they're appropriately divided up. That'll be perfect. That way I don't have to spend the money on my own feast. Now, culture, we need to start, you can stop working on development. Bailey's in Edinburgh are done. I think that's as far as we can go right now. Yep. All right, and development in the south now can start happening. We still need to get rid of some stress here, so... nice thing about having only one son is I don't have to worry about how the succession's going to go. He's getting there. He's definitely getting there. We're almost back down to 0. There we go, 0. We'll definitely do that, because then we can ransom her back. We're getting close to Britannia. How on earth did that become a de jure title of France? Speaking of de jure titles, how are you doing? 34 years left. Well, we'll get it integrated. It'll be back in our kingdom soon. Probably not in his lifetime, though. And how are you doing as far as your education goes? Charming. You are going to make an amazing ruler. Finally, oh, yay! Why do I not see genius here yet? Oh, you know why? Because he's not of age yet. So, I have a couple of options. Yeah, I think they might have actually done an integrate title of their own on that. That's the only way for that to happen. I don't think de jure drift can change the empire. Alright, well, we're going to go with assertive rulers instead of architected ancestry, because I want genius as an option there. Last one there is just general opinion, which will definitely help with secession problems. Then Lithgow is done. Alright, what do we have? He keeps patient. Generous or diligent? I like diligent except for the stress part. Let's go with patient. Or I should say, let's stay with patient. Is he my vassal? No. Oh, he took over for Wessex. That's what happened. He changed his title because I usurped it. He's at 100. We don't need to sway him anymore. Yeah, France is a mess now, thanks to me. Oh, I'll go to a feast at Bamberg, if nothing for the opportunity to meet Uhtred. Nope, no Uhtred. I don't know if you guys watch Vikings or not, but Bamberg is what they call in the Viking show, or whatever that show is on Netflix. That's Edinburgh, where Uhtred's family home is. Where's Neustria's capital? Because we're eventually going to have to kick him off the island. Yeah, we could create our own faith now. We'd end up getting crusades called against us. The next question is, do I want to go for health after I finish off this line? I think I do. Yeah, no, he would have, if there was an Uhtred, and I think there was one earlier in the game, it would have been very early on. I think I did see one appear very early when we were initially going south to get rid of the Norse and Anglo-Saxons. How's the rest of the world looking? I will take the du jour drift over the development. Almost at advanced bow making, so we can get crossbowmen. Speaking of men-at-arms, once we do that, then we'll need to switch to men-at-arms so that we can actually get another regiment of them. As a matter of fact, I wonder if I should just, if I switch now, nah, we'll finish it off. What are you, just one of my knights? De Luxembourg. if we live long enough, what I'd like to do is finish off Theologian, grab everything to know thyself, then switch to Diplomacy, and grab Groom to Rule. I want to make Hamish as good as possible. %97 chance, and I don't think it will give us the witch. There we go. Let's switch to men-at-arms now. Something we could consider. Because Spain is such a mess, we could put in a claim on a single county and then do Reconquista. Maybe once we get Britannia finished, we'll do that. Nope. Oh, culture converted. All by itself. Okay, there's claim number 2. Oh, that's claim number 1. That's claim number 2. This turned out to be a good marriage. We only had one kid, and she passed along the genius trait. He's also up to 6 domain now, so whatever we get next we can pass on to him. I mean, he's going to get all of our domains anyway. Go on a pilgrimage. Yes, please. This time we're going to go to Jerusalem. It's a little bit dangerous doing Jerusalem when we haven't taken the health traits yet. Did he just get fat again? I think he did. I'm okay with him losing. Temperate or just? Which do we want? I think we want to go with temperate. Just would be great for when he actually inherits the realm, though. Let's let him keep just. This is going to cause health issues for us. But we're going to do it anyway. doing on stress? We're fine. We can afford that. Yeah, those Irish claims are in my family already. He's at 100. We don't need to sway him. Almost there. How long before we get to religious icon? He may not get that in this lifetime. So strengthen bloodline. We can start thinking about with my heir. Need to make sure we marry him off to good congenital traits. That's right, man. The Scottish Reconquista. That's how it traditionally went in history. Hey, the Basques were Gaelic. Done everything we need to do here, right? Secession is high partition. Nothing to build there, nothing to build there. Yep, everything's going. I haven't had a crusade in a while. I'm going to do a reasonable point just for the piety, because we don't need the prestige. Ooh, how much? 750 for 100 piety? That's way too much. No way. That'd be awesome. Can I buy the papacy? I could buy... Cannot buy a claim on a kingdom. How did he get betrothed? How did that happen? I didn't do that. How did that happen? Dang it. Oh, that's why. Technically, he's a ruler. Alright, well, that being the case, I want to make sure that we pick. So we want it to be somebody who's not an adult. Alright, so he's already a genius. That would mean getting Herculean and so both physical traits into the line. Because for strengthen the bloodline, you need traits from each one. So let's go back here again. I think you would be a good match. It's not about the alliance. No, let's keep gregarious. How are we doing on our claims? Two more after that one's done. What's going on in Naked Land? Not a whole lot. Yeah, even Iceland now has started to fall off. Good. The realm is peaceful. What I could do. How are my siblings' kids doing? Yeah, I can only arrange marriages with my court. Six, 26. Let's go ahead and get a temple going here. I should have... Nope, that was fine. He's at 100 now. There's not a lot of people left to sway. There no... Oh, okay, it's a secondary castle, that's why. Who died? I don't know, now might be a good time to create the Kingdom of England. Since I only have one heir. Du jour drift, you were right, Jacob. It is du jour drift that's causing those things to move over. Regardless, though, do I want to create the Kingdom of England? I don't think I do, because we're not going to get to primogeniture fast enough. When do we get to late medieval? 1200, so 40 years, and then we would still have to discover primogeniture. Which would probably take another 20, so that'd be 60 years. Yeah, I don't think we could do it within my heir's lifetime. We're too fat. We can't attend your feast, sorry. We'll call a hunt there. Oh, you know, another thing I need to check. Yeah, we've got him in learning. That's where we want him. Hey! Good job. Time to go to war. Perfect. Strike out from. I think we'll just go straight for his capital. And allies. Who are his allies? So 6,000. That's plenty. And commander, I want you. And now you can start putting claims in here. Just in case we're able to get there. You coming over? That's more than enough. Gets us the theologian. Fighting the naked general. Okay, you guys can go back and disband. And you guys can assault in 12 days. Of Bavaria. I thought Bavaria was under... Oh, we have the duchy, not the kingdom. Oops, too far. Fort level too high. Apparently we need to get to trebuchets. Mangonels aren't enough. Oh! Didn't even see them up there. You better run. Good. And what's going on down here? He doesn't have enough soldiers to lift the siege. He died. Probably. culture. Okay, he's done being swayed. Well, in fairness to France, it only exploded because I made it explode. I inherited all of the French titles. I was the king of Francia, and I granted independence to all my vassals on the mainland so that I didn't have to deal with it. So that's why France exploded. Otherwise, it would probably still be a united kingdom. You are not going to free your capital. Alright, he grew up. What did he get? Oh, yes, baby. Mastermind philosopher. That's what I'm talking about. This guy is going to make such an amazing king. I almost kind of hope that now I die sooner. As good as this king has been, the next one's going to be even better. Good. And he's married, so we should start seeing him spit out grandkids. We're at 99%. This will be over before the siege is. Well, let's end it faster. There we go. I think that means... Nope, that's for Ireland. Now, how do I want to get rid of my domain holdings here? We need you to finish off the claim here. And see if we can't bring that into our domain before we die. What's he at? I can grant him 2 more titles. So let's do that. Now we only need to unload 1 more. Because he have any non-powerful vassals? What if I grant you that title and then make you his vassal again? I should be able to grant him back. Right? Maybe not. Do not have any vassal to transfer. Really? No, that's fine. Oh, we're missing a... No, we're not. We're building it. We already got theologian, so now we just need to get to know thyself. Then we can go to groom to rule. I don't think we're going to get to religious icon in my lifetime, so that's fine. We'll just keep asking the Pope for gold. Alright, and I think that that's where we're going to call it an episode. That puts us just over 3 hours and fairly close to the end of his life. He's probably got a little bit of time left, but we did, what, 49 years this episode, and a lot of consolidating. Scotland is looking good, and we're very close to being able to do the Empire of Britannia. So, as always, appreciate everybody who stopped by to take a look today. Thanks everybody who participated in chat. Love it when you guys keep it busy in there for me. Zardis, Jacob, Joyce, Rash. Thanks again, guys. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. Do hit that subscribe button if you haven't had a chance. It does help grow the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. And we'll see you back here for the next episode. Thanks a lot.